Hello students, welcome you all to online session of Adarsh Education Society. This is your account subject teacher Dheeraj sir. In this session, we are going to start with the chapter 1, that is Introduction to Bookkeeping and Accountancy. As we have started this chapter from the last session, so in earlier session we learn about Introduction to Bookkeeping and the things related with the bookkeeping, that is meaning, definition, objectives, features, importance and utility of bookkeeping. So in this session we are going to learn about the second part of this chapter, that is accountancy. We will start with the meaning of accountancy. Accountancy is a wider concept than the bookkeeping. First of all, we must know accountancy is a wider concept than the bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the recording branch of accountancy. Bookkeeping is the recording branch of the accountancy. Accountancy includes bookkeeping. Accountancy includes bookkeeping, means whatever things that we have learned in bookkeeping come under the head of accountancy. So the bookkeeping is a primary stage, then the accountancy is the secondary stage. Accountancy involves bookkeeping. Further, it is the process of after recording of business transactions in bookkeeping, then we have to classify these transactions and reporting or interpreting of business transactions for the business. So if we are going to see in details, accountancy involves bookkeeping. Bookkeeping means we studied that is bookkeeping is a process of recording of business transactions. So we are going to record in accountancy, we are going to record the business transaction first. After recording transaction, we are going to classify this transaction. After recording the transaction, we are going to classify the transaction. Now the thing, how we are going to classify the transaction, for that purpose we are going to learn in next. Before that, I just give you the information regarding this in short. Transactions are of two types. Transactions are of two types. One is cash transaction and second one is credit transaction. Cash transaction means those transactions in which payment or receipt takes place on the spot. Means whenever transaction happening at that time payment or receipt happens is known as a cash transaction. And a credit transaction means transaction takes place now, but the payment or receipt of amount is postponed till the future date, that is known as a credit transaction. So I am taking one example how we are going to classify. Now this after recording this transaction, we are going to classify this transaction like is it a cash transaction or credit transaction. Likewise, if it is a purchase, then we are going to write down in a purchase. If it is a sales, then we are going to write down in a sales, etc. We are going to classify this transaction. And after classifying, reporting or interpreting. Reporting or interpreting. Interpreting means we are going to write down that particular transaction under that particular head for the business purpose, that is known as an accountancy. So once again I am repeating these things. Accountancy is a wider concept than the bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the recording branch of accountancy. Accountancy includes bookkeeping and classifying, summarizing and interpreting of business transaction. Clear students? Shall we go ahead? Now the next part of this, that is definition of bookkeeping. According to Kohler, he says that accountancy refers to the entire body of the theory and process of accountancy. What it says? Accountancy refers to the entire body of the theory and the process of accountancy. As accountancy is an act of recording, classifying and summarizing the business transaction. Accountancy is an act of recording, classifying and summarizing the business transaction. So whatever things that is theory part, that we have learned from meaning, definition and all those things of bookkeeping, all those things that comes under the head of, and after this process of accounting means classifying, summarizing, that we learn right now. How we are going to classify the transaction, then how we are going to interpret or where we are going to record the transaction, that all things come under the head of accountancy. Once again, I am repeating the definition of accountancy by Kohler, that is, accountancy referred to the entire body of theory and process of accounting. Okay, then we are moving towards next, that is qualitative characteristics of accounting. Qualitative characteristics of accounting. Characteristics means features of accounting. So features of accountancy that I have given over there. There are 4 qualitative characteristics of accountancy. First one is reliability of accountancy. First one is reliability of accounting information. Second one is relevance of accounting information. Second one is relevance of accounting information. Third one is understandability of accounting information. Third one, understandability of accounting information. And the last one is an comparability of accounting information. These 4 are the qualitative characteristics of accounting information. Means whatever we are preparing in accountancy, what are the qualitative characteristics or features of that we are going to learn in detail. First qualitative characteristics is reliability of accounting information. The important qualitative characteristic of accounting information is its reliability. The important qualitative characteristics of accounting information is its reliability. It means that every accounting information should be based upon verifiable documentary evidence. That is based upon verifiable documentary evidence. The information that we are recording in bookkeeping and accountancy must possess verifiable documentary evidence. Without documentary evidence, we should not record any business transaction in accountancy. It must possess documentary evidence for each and every record in bookkeeping and accountancy. Now what it means? What is the documentary evidence? Let us take an example. As we are paying a fees in a college, so in returns we receive a receipt. In return we receive a receipt. That receipt is an document that we are getting after paying a fees in that particular college or institute. If we are paying an electricity bill, then also we receive a receipt after paying a bill amount. So that receipt is a documentary evidence. Now if we are paying such expenses or any expenses for business purpose, in return whatever receipt or bill or whatever things that we are receiving, that is a documentary evidence. So whatever information we are recording in accountancy must have documentary evidence. I hope that you all got reliability of accounting information. In short, I have written over there, that is, it means that every accounting information should be based upon verifiable documentary evidence. Now we are moving towards second characteristics of accountancy, that is relevance of accounting information. Relevance of accounting information. 2 points I have mentioned over there, that is, accounting information should not include unnecessary and irrelevant information. Accounting information should not include unnecessary and irrelevant information. Means whatever necessary and relevant information should be mentioned in this accountancy. Irrelevant and unnecessary information should not be written over there. Next point that I have mentioned over there, that is, all useful and related information must find a place in the books of accounts, and the information must have timeliness, dedicative and feedback value. All useful and related information must find a place in the books of account. Means unnecessary and irrelevant information should not be mentioned, and the information must have timelessness, means less number of time must be used, and dedicative and feedback value means whatever we are writing or we are mentioning over there, that must be suitable or that must be a suitable or enough to get all the things related with the book accountancy. Clear? Now we are moving toward next, that is third point, that is understandability of accounting information. Another important qualitative characteristics of accounting information, that is understandability. Accounting information should be easily understood by its user, means whomsoever going to get that information must easily understood whatever we have mentioned over there. It should not be rigid or difficult for the users to identify or get the information from this. So accounting information should be easily understood by its user. It should simple, that I have mentioned in next point, that is information must be concise. Now the word concise, what it means? Giving a lot of information in few words. The information that we are writing must give us a lot of information in few words. So the information must be concise, clear. It should be clear. There should not be a place for misunderstanding or brief, and information must be a brief, exact and suitable for its user. The information must be concise, clear, brief, exact and suitable to its user. Clear? So this is for the third point, that is understandability of accounting information. Now we are moving towards next, that is comparability of accounting information. Now the question arises in our mind, that is, as we run a business, we are running business for the purpose of earning profit. So how much profit we have earned in last session and how much profit we have earned in this session, we need to know. For that purpose, we have to compare our profit for our last session and for this session. How we get this? For the comparison purpose? So for that purpose, we need to have the accounting information. So the accounting information facilitates the comparison of financial reporting of one company to the financial reporting of the another company. We can compare our progress with the another company with the help of accounting information, or we can compare our own progress also with the help of accounting information. Like we can take for the quarter purpose. In first quarter how much profit we gain, and in second quarter how much profit we gain. With this comparison we will get the exact amount of profit. Is that clear? So accounting information facilitates us for the comparability. With this we have completed with the qualitative characteristics of accounting information. With this we have completed with the qualitative characteristics of accounting information, in which we have seen reliability of accounting information, first one. Second one, relevance of accounting information. Third one, understandability of accounting information. And the last one is comparability of accounting information. Now we are moving towards next, that is difference between bookkeeping and accountancy. Difference between bookkeeping and accountancy, or we can say it as an distinguish between bookkeeping and accountancy. First we start with the meaning of both the part. Now the bookkeeping, as we have studied, that is, it is concerned with recording and classifying the business transaction. Bookkeeping is concerned with recording and classifying the business transaction. Another side, that is of accountancy, it is related with recording and classifying. As we studied, accountancy includes bookkeeping, so the thing, it is related with recording and classifying, and addition with summarizing, analyzing and interpreting the financial data, that is financial information. Clear, students, with the meaning part? Now we are moving towards next, that is the stage, means which come first and which come next. Bookkeeping is a primary stage of accountancy. Bookkeeping is a primary stage of accounting, and it is a base for accounting. It provides base for the accountancy. It is a primary stage. Bookkeeping is a primary stage. As first it comes as recording, we starts bookkeeping, recording transactions, and afterwards we classify and summarize. So it takes first phase, that is primary stage, and accountancy take secondary stage. Apart from the primary stage, it includes secondary stage of analysis and interpreting, means with the information, records and transactions, we have to analyze and interpret the transaction. It comes under the head of accountancy. Third point is an objectives of bookkeeping and accountancy. So first we see is the objectives of bookkeeping. Objectives means aim. Objectives. Why we are recording such transaction, or why we are preparing the accountancy. The objective of bookkeeping is to keep records of all financial transactions in proper and systematic manner. Objective of bookkeeping is to keep the record of all financial transaction. Now the financial transaction, that word meaning is only monetary transaction, means those transaction which involves cash, that transactions we are going to record in proper and systematic manner. Now proper and systematic manner means we are going to follow date wise manner. The transaction takes place first, we are going to record first, and the transaction takes place later, that we are going to record later. Likewise, systematic manner we are going to record the transaction. And the objectives of accountancy, that is to prepare the financial statement and further communicate the information to the relevant authority. The objectives of accountancy is to prepare financial statement, that we are going to learn in next, means afterwards. That is financial statement, various statements that we are going to prepare: trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet, various things that we are going to learn over there. So financial statement that we are going to prepare in accountancy, and the thing that is we are going to communicate that statement to various department or authorities. As we all know, we have to pay the tax. For paying tax, we must know the exact amount of profit. On that profit we are going to pay the tax. For the purpose of government, we have to, means authorities over there, government for the tax purpose came under the head of. Afterwards, our business, various department, how much cash available with us, how much property that we are having, how much amount of liability that we have to pay. So various things are involved over here. That purpose, that is the objectives of accountancy, which helps us in achieving that various things in accountancy. Now we are moving towards next. Fourth point of distinction, that is responsibility, means who is going to record this such transactions, who is going to record such things, or who is going to prepare these books of accounts, that we are going to see. So responsibility, bookkeeping, that is junior staff is responsible for keeping records. Junior staff is responsible for keeping records. So bookkeeping mainly done by the junior staff, and accountancy completed by the senior staff. Senior staff is responsible for keeping accounts. Next point is an outcome. What are the things that we are going to receive from this bookkeeping and accountancy? So outcome, that is bookkeeping basically results in journal and ledger. With the help of bookkeeping, we are going to prepare journal and ledger, whereas the result of accountancy is profit and loss account and balance sheet. The result of accountancy is profit and loss account and balance sheet. So with the help of accountancy, bookkeeping, we are going to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. Now the next point is an sixth point, that is period. Bookkeeping gives us a day-to-day detail. Bookkeeping gives us a day-to-day detail, whereas accountancy gives details of entire year. For a full year, accountancy gives us a information for a full year, whereas bookkeeping gives us a details of day-to-day happening into the business. Clear to you all? Now we are moving towards next, that is 7th point, that is analysis. Now the thing is analysis. Analysis words mean is careful examination. Analysis means careful examination. Now what comes under the head of bookkeeping? That is the process of bookkeeping does not require any analysis. The process of bookkeeping does not require any analysis, that is any careful examination. But in accountancy, accountant uses bookkeeping information to analyze and interpret the data and then completes it into reports. So in accountancy, accountant analyze the bookkeeping or recorded information to interpret the data and the completes the into reports. For preparing report in accountancy, there is a need to have analysis of recorded transaction. Clear to you all? Now the next point is an decision making. Next point is an decision making. Management cannot take a decision based on the data provided by the bookkeeping. As we all aware about it, bookkeeping only means that recording business transaction. So with the help of recorded transaction, it should not be helpful for us to take a decision. But in accountancy, depending on the data provided by the accountant, the management can take critical business decision. Okay. Now the last point, that is skill required. Analytical skill is not required for the bookkeeping. Analytical means analysis that we have studied earlier, that is careful examination is not required in bookkeeping. But in accountancy, it requires analytical skill, that is examination skill is required in accountancy. Clear you all? So we have completed with the distinction or difference between bookkeeping and accountancy. Thank you all.